Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. We are doing a very exciting video today. This video I've been wanting to make for a very long time, or these type of videos, just because I'm a server. I work in the service industry. Working in that industry, you don't realize how dumb people are, or just how many things we go through on a daily basis. So I kind of wanted to try this out, but I was always kind of scared for the repercussions just because I feel like I'm always walking on eggshells at work. So I wanted to make sure that I covered my tracks before I did anything too crazy. But my GM gave me the green light. She said that I was good to go with 3 conditions. 1, that I didn't say anything racist. 2, that I didn't mention where I work or anybody specifically. And 3, that I wasn't in uniform, which I clearly am not. So if she says I'm good to go, I'm good to go. So I want to make this video just kind of brief, maybe do like a weekly vlog just to tell you guys things that I experience at work, just because I feel like, especially the place where I work at and the location where I work at, the city specifically, it's just ridiculous, like the things that we have to put up with. And this is just for comedic purposes. I'm not trying to bash anybody or anyone. Also, side note, I got my MRI results back and everything is fine, so maybe I'm just delusional. So anyway, let's start off with last week. My very first table was a table of 4, but when the host sat them down, it was just 2. It was 2 girls. I went up, I introduced myself, and I asked them what they wanted to drink. They said water. So I go get them water, I come back, and now there's 4 of them, and they're talking to another server. And I hear the server say, like, oh, she said, you have to ask your server. So she walks away, and I go up to them, and I'm like, hi, ladies, did you need something? And so it was an older lady, it was a mom, 2 teenage daughters, and then like a little girl. And one of the teenage daughters says, we want to sit in the patio. And we have a patio at work, but we hardly ever use it. We only use it when we're usually maybe like on a fight night when we're over capacity, just for like extra room, but there's hardly anybody ever on the patio. So I told her, I was like, I'm sorry, there's nobody on the patio. And the teenage daughter responds, she said she could serve us on the patio. And I was like, okay, not a problem. So I go up to that server and I'm like, hey, did you say you're gonna serve that table? The girl wants to sit in the patio. And the other server was like, no, I never said that. I said to ask your server. So I go back to the table and I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, ma'am. She's not serving in the patio either. And she goes to tell me, so can we get another server? And I was like, ma'am, there's nobody on the patio. Like, nobody's serving in the patio. And if it was a different restaurant, maybe I would. But the restaurant where I work at, the location where I work at, there's so many walkouts. A walkout is when somebody leaves without paying their bill. And I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to play with that. So I'm not playing these games. Either you eat in the restaurant or what. So I was like, once again, I was like, I'm sorry, nobody's serving in the patio. And the specific table where they were sitting at is right under an air vent. So I could understand that it was really cold. But I can turn the air down for you. You know, it's not a problem. But hoes mad. Like, hoes want to give an attitude for everything. So the mom was like, so the daughter rolls her eyes at me after I told her no for like the 3rd time, rolls her eyes at me and like scoffs at me and walks back to the table. And I'm like, okay. So then the mom says, we just don't want to sit here, you know, the air is blowing. And she points at the other side of the dining room and she's like, what about over there? Why can't we sit over there? And I said, you can sit over there, that's fine. You like, there's just nobody in the patio. So then I go to the front and I ask the host if she can move them to a different side of the dining room. I come back, they chose to seat themselves somewhere else. Now they're sitting at a different table. And for those of you that don't work in the service industry or in the restaurant, you can't just sit wherever you want. Like, you walk in, you clock in, and every server has a specific area that they serve at. Usually like 5, 6 tables. and that's your section. So if nobody's in that section, nobody can serve you. Obviously, I can, you know, but nobody likes to do that because nobody wants to clean an extra table or make more mess or just serve like here and there, you know? It's easier just to have one specific section. Anyway, I digress. So she goes in, she seats herself, and I'm like, oh my god. So I told the host, I was like, you know what, just go ask her if she still wants to move to the other side of the dining room. Like, I'm not trying to play with her. So the host goes, and she says she's fine. So I go over, and I'm like, hey ladies, like, are we gonna be okay sitting here? They say yes, whatever. And just the whole night, they were giving me like petty little remarks. Like, I bring over the water, and one of the girls goes, "Ah, this water tastes disgusting." Okay, like, what do you want me to do about it? I can't do anything about it. You're drinking faucet water. Like, or wherever it's coming from. I don't know. It comes from the machine. Two, we have like a lunch menu and that comes with like wings and fries. And the two teenage girls got that. And then the mom ordered wings and she ordered fries as well, but she didn't say the lunch. She didn't specify the lunch. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to be nice and just give her the lunch because the lunch is cheaper. When I bring over the mom's food, she's like, she's like, this is the large fry. And I was like, oh no. I was like, I gave you the lunch menu that comes with the smaller fry. I just figured I would save you some money. She was like, okay. And I was like, do you want to switch it? It's not a problem. Like, I can totally do that for you. And she was like, no, it's fine. I'll just have it like this. Bitch, I'm trying to save you some money. I'm trying to kill you with fucking kindness. And you want to come over here acting like a rude bitch. No. No. So I was like, I'm done with him. I'm not playing games with him. The same day. This is the same day, mind you. I had a horrible day last week. It starts to get really, really busy. And now we're like waiting a long time for food. Like we're waiting like 40, 45 minutes. And there's three things that I always say when you go out to eat. Number one, be polite. Don't interrupt your server. If I'm trying to introduce myself or tell you about a special or something, don't interject me. My name is not Pepsi. Hi, welcome to blah, blah, blah. My name is... I'll have a Pepsi. No, that's not how it works. Two, be patient. If you're coming out to eat, you know you're going to be waiting. You're going to be waiting for a table. You're going to be waiting for your food. For your drinks, possibly, if the bartender's slow. I'm not in control of that. I don't cook the food. I can't tell how busy the restaurant's going to be, so I don't know how much longer you're going to wait. I'm not in control of that. There's absolutely nothing that I can do about that. The most that I can do is check on your food periodically to make sure that it's ready. So, if your food is taking a long time, be patient. If you absolutely must, ask the server, do you mind checking how long our food's going to take? Fine. So, this was towards the end of my shift, so I'm like ready to go. And I take food out to another table that's not mine. And the person that was serving in the bar, she was by herself. So she had like the whole bar. The whole bar is 12 tables. So that's already stressful enough as it is. So I bring out the food, and it's two guys, and they're like in their mid-20s. And I'm like, hey guys, blah, 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 here I have your food. I set the food down, and one of the guys goes, I was this close to leaving. And I said, okay, do you want to leave? And he starts laughing, and he's like, no, I said I was this close to leaving. And I said, and I'm asking you, do you want to leave? Because I can take this back if you really want to go. And he was like, oh no. And his friend's laughing. And if you're trying to be funny, that's not funny. Because you don't understand how hard everybody behind the scene is working. Like, you don't know how stressed the cooks are. You don't know, like, how much work they have to do to get these wings out to you. Like, and I'm not even your server. So why are you trying to do this with me? So I was like, okay, so you want to stay? And he said, yes. And I said, are you going to be okay? And he was like, yeah, I'm going to be fine. I said, okay, cool. Do you need anything else? No. And he was like a little shook, and his friend's like laughing, and I'm like, this isn't like, his friend's laughing at him because he's an idiot. Like, why would you even say that? You know? Like, that's not funny. That's not a joke. And not to me. Like, I'm already annoyed. I'm ready to go home, and I'm doing you a favor. I could have left that food sitting there for your server to come back and get it, but I didn't. I was nice enough to go and bring it for you. So don't be a fucking dick, bro. Like, take your food and eat and shut the fuck up. Like, you're gonna be waiting a long time. So what? You had a beer in front of you. You're chilling. There's 50,000 TVs in the restaurant. Like, stop crying. You're a grown-ass man. Shut the fuck up and eat your food. The third thing that happened that day, mind you, this is still the same day. This was my very last table. Very last table. On this specific day, the restaurant where I work at, we have wings that are on sale, and the wings on sale days don't come with free ranch, celery or carrots, or blue cheese. And the lady that was at the table, she orders boneless wings. Those were the ones that were on sale that day. So I charged her for ranch. She ordered 6 ranches, which is what I'm supposed to do. That's policy. We've been doing that for the 5 years that I've been working there. It's never changed. So she's nice to me the whole time. The whole time she's nice to me. When I bring her check, now she want to act brand new. She was like, never in my life have I ever had to pay for ranch here. She was like, and you charged me for ranch. And I was like, I'm sorry, but that's policy. That's what I'm supposed to do. The wings are on sale today. I mentioned that they were on sale today, so you have to pay for ranch. And separately. And she was like, well, I think it was your responsibility to tell me that you were going to charge me for ranch if you were going to charge me for all this ranch. First of all, she ate all of the ranch. She ate all of them. Like, if there was a couple still full on the table, I might have taken some off the bill. But she ate all 6 ranches. So I don't want to hear you crying about it if you ate it all. So I was like, once again, I was like, I'm sorry, ma'am. That's just the way that it is. Okay. She was like, you should have told me. And I said, okay. Like, I'm not going to argue with her. I'm not going to apologize anymore. Like, what do you want me to do? And she was like, well, I'm going to pay for it, but I just want you to know that it's fucking ridiculous. Cry about it. You still paid for it. And of course she didn't tip me. Like, you hoes are dusty. Oh, the third thing, when you go out to eat, fucking tip. Like, we get paid hourly, yes, but you don't understand how much we get taxed on our paychecks. Like, my paychecks will be like $1,000, and then they're like taxed like 500, 600 bucks. Like, that's not fair, you know? Like, so when you're sitting there at my table and you're eating there for 4, 5 hours, 2 hours, whatever it is, however long you're sitting there, you're taking up space, and when you don't tip me, that's me losing money because that's somebody that I could have had at that table that was going to tip me. So, anyway, this is going to be the end of the first video. I just wanted to kind of try this out, see how it goes. So if you guys like these kind of videos, give it a thumbs up or leave a comment, let me know. If not, then maybe I won't make them. I just thought that I should give it a try because everybody always thinks that my stories are funny, and I wanted to show you guys all the crap that we have to go through as servers. So once again, if you're gonna go out to eat, be polite, be patient, and tip. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. We'll see you on the next one. Bye!